Here's your Farm and Ranch Report from the Montana Ag Network.
Welcome back to today's Farm and Ranch News. And today we see that looking at the latest USDA Crop Progress Report, Montana reporters have noted that minimal planting still continues to occur due to that high soil moisture and muddy conditions in the countryside. Topsoil moisture conditions for the state were 94% adequate to surplus, above last year's 87%. Wet weather is still impacting much of the state's spring planting. Just 1% of that spring wheat has been planted compared to the 5-year average of 10%. As for winter wheat, it's rated at 26% excellent, 56% good, 15% fair, and just 3% poor. According now to the 2017 Census of Agriculture, the total number of U.S. farms fell 3.2%, while the average farm size increased by 1.6% since 2012. The American Farm Bureau Federation says the new data also shows farmers and ranchers are getting older.
The average age of that principal operator continues to increase. The 2012 census reported that to be 58.3 years. For the 2017 census, that increased to 59.4 years for that average.
The census reported a 30% increase in the number of female farmers and ranchers and an increase in young farmers. However, that's partially because USDA changed how that data is reported.
In the past, they tended to focus on just the principal operator, whereas now they expanded that to include other decision makers. So that doesn't necessarily mean that we have 30% more women farming than we did, say, 5 years ago. Also, you saw an increase in the number of younger farmers as a result of this. This is due to those intergenerational farms where you have the parents and children operating as business partners on the farm.
Now, the 2017 census also shows changes in farming practices as farmers are implementing more environmentally friendly production practices out on their operations. Don't go too far. We'll be back right after this. As we come back today, agriculture knows the importance of healthy natural resources, and this week the Montana Department of Agriculture and Noxious Weed Management Advisory Council have awarded nearly $1.8 million for the development and implementation of noxious weed management programs across Montana. The grants assist counties, conservation districts, tribes, researchers, and more in efforts to combat noxious weeds in Montana. 58 local cooperative projects were funded in total. The grant program was established by the legislature back in 1985. And finally today, looking out to Washington, D.C., a new bill would codify oversight and regulation of sale-based meats. Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith of Mississippi has introduced a bill that would give USDA responsibility to regulate, inspect, and label cell-cultured meat and poultry. The Cell Cultured Meat and Poultry Regulation Act would codify the responsibilities of USDA's Food Safety and Inspection Service and the Food and Drug Administration over food products grown in laboratories from animal cell cultures. USDA and the FDA have already agreed to a joint regulatory effort regarding cell-cultured meats. The legislation would place cell-cultured food products derived from livestock and poultry under FSIS jurisdiction by amending the Federal Meat Inspection Act and the Poultry Products Inspection Act as well. And that will do it for today's Farm and Ranch News. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.